conference. An historic conference for us as a church. But more than that, some people were there for the first time, and others, it's not the first time. But we want to hear reports in this order. We're going to get Brother Chris to come, and then Gabi, and then Brother Kamal will give the final reporter. They're all going to give their reports in 3 minutes or less. And then we're going to hopefully have a timer at the table, and Brother Opie will stick to that rigidly. And so let's welcome Brother Chris.
Hi. So, going into conference, God had been stirring me, set up the football to try to see men saved, working on sermons, spending more personal time in prayer and believing in God. And so I went into it believing God to continue to stir and to provide a bit of direction, assurance, etc. And so went into conference, and a few of the things that stuck out, obviously, Brother Kama, Pastor Kama, and he'll share more on that as he gets up, I'm sure. The announcement of the building, and also encouraged. And I was also encouraged in the refreshment. Pastor Mitchell, he shares the illustration often when he ministers about when you go into conference. Sometimes you have the 1,000-yard stare. You've been on the field a while. Obviously, he's ministering to pastors. But yeah, so great to be around people that I haven't seen for a while, people that are now pastoring, people, and just being refreshed by their fellowship, by their relationship. And then Monday evening, Pastor Brown ministered a powerful message entitled "Religious Immigration." Everybody should go listen to that. It basically talked about the culture of a church being shifted and changed over time. By various things you can only find out if you listen to it, so go and listen to it. And then 2 other messages Pastor Mitchell ministered, one about supernatural need, or the need for the supernatural, and that God will only pour out His Spirit. The supply of the supernatural is based on the demand. God is not going to give you supply if you don't demand it. So just tapping into that and believing God for that. And then the final message Friday evening, the edge of enlargement, that the pastor alluded to it, that the spiritual, the conversions, the prophecies, the word of knowledge, these things, for results, for lasting conversion, people maturing in faith, you need to have an edge. You can lose an edge if you had it before, things wane, etc. So I'll just really encourage, refresh to tap back into that, and it can be like, okay, I'm just going to do my job. I'm going to hand out flyers. I'm going to believe God to see people saved, and then make decisions, and then whatever happens after the decision, that's between them and God. Well, actually, no, it's not. It's not between them and God. You still have an opportunity to work with them, encourage them, and to see them established in Jesus Christ. And how much time do I have left? 20 seconds. Go to conference next year. It's going to be a good time.
On the sermons of what really stuck out to me on my notes. So obviously it's my first time being to conference. Great. Finally at that age where you can be like, yeah, I'm going to conference. So it was great. We went in on Saturday, and we were able to speak. We were able to fellowship with Pastor Scott Lamb, and then on the Sunday we were able to go to Walthamstow's fellowship. Services, but that was my first time ever seeing Walthamstow. It was great. It's a huge building, and then let me get into the conference. Well, actually, the first sermon by Pastor Brown was actually very powerful on what Chris said. It's about reducing immigration. And one of the about what Pastor Brown said, one of the sentences, the words that spoke out to me were, we were born to be Christians, No, it's pro here that some people say that we're supposed to be Christians, but no, we were born as sinners, but now we're set free by the power of God and transformation. So that really stood out to me, and it's like we were once sinners, but then God moved in our lives, and His power was set us free. And moving on. Yeah, I'm not going to read it all out because I'll take long, but it was just very powerful. And Tuesday, it was great. Pastor Scott Lamb, Pastor Greg Mitchell, a few other pastors. Yeah, it was just very powerful and very good time, and I was able to catch up with loads of my friends. And the fellowships, it was something, let's just say. There was good fellowship and there was just fellowship for what are we doing, and it's just, yeah. I'm not going to get into that, but it's just it was just great. Services were powerful. They were absolutely powerful. And the offering, like mini speeches, wow. They were using great stories, great references to make their point, and it was just very powerful. And altogether, I was just here to say that conference was very powerful. For my first time, it was like, whoa. Service after service was powerful after powerful. God speaking to me. Yeah, you get my point. So it's just like, it was just great, and then yeah.
Was really powerful, and I can't really have the best ways to explain it, but going back to what Chris and Gabby said, that the preaching was really powerful. What really stood out for me is just the theme of our conference was making room, and to see how the Waffles of Church stepped out and make a room for everybody to come in, renting out that tent, cost them a lot, pretty much close to 100,000, so that we can actually be able to attend that conference. So for me, my wife, we just went for our mini budget. We didn't want to really, we put our vest and our shield so that when they're going to be challenged for giving, probably we're going to resist, and because we have our plan. But God, hey, listen, that vest, bullet, whatever it is, was gone. We're challenged to give, and what really challenged me was just to see how Waltham still did the whole thing. It was really powerful, really great place. But going to the preaching, Pastor Greg Mitchell preached about the spending plan. Going back to how we spend our money and where we put our money. And again, Pastor Lam come and preached about downloading the heart of God. That if we can just feel just a little bit of how God feels about His people, that you and I are going to be different people. That we're not just going to be chilling, we're not just going to be wasting time. We're just going to, be on fire to see souls getting saved. So that sermon, when it was finished, everybody was just going home. There was no really, you couldn't see people laughing, smiling, because it was that powerful. That, I feel like I've never witnessed before. And, really powerful. I got scared about that sermon. And Pastor Greg P preached as well about supernatural dimension. That, when you begin to pray about supernatural dimension in this part of the area of your life, it's going to become a domino effect that now that's going to also affect other part of your life. So that was really powerful. But again, this is what really, me and my wife, we just want to thank this Dublin church, and more especially for Pastor Shepherd, just to believe in us and to send us to Adlon. And this is really personal for me, because I know where I'm coming from. But what really motivate me and my wife is that we are what we are today because of what all of you have invested in us. And we are going there not to do our just little thing, but we're going there to take whatever that we have taken from this place. Now we can be able now to do it for other people. And Pastor Shepherd, your faith, I don't know what kind of faith you have, but I just want to tap into that, because there's so many things that this Dublin church wants to do. But Pastor Shepherd was stirred upon his heart to say, he's going to plant out the church. And I just want to thank you, Pastor Shepherd. Linda, thank you so much. Thank you, Dublin church. God bless you.
if I had. I went there with other